everyone, and... This is Europe, and here's Montenegro. Now let's go, shall we? Montenegro means Black Mountain, and this here is the mountain in question, Lovćen, which looks a lot darker when coated in forest. In ancient times, the land of Montenegro was inhabited by the Illyrians, warlike tribes whose aggressiveness provoked the wrath of Rome, who ended up conquering them. As the western half of the Roman Empire collapsed in the late 400s, Montenegro was attacked by the Germanic Goths and later the Avars. But the most lasting of incursions was that of the Slavs, who migrated into the Balkans from the north during the 6th and 7th centuries. Over time they were Christianized and began organizing themselves into more sophisticated settlements. In the year 1040, the state of Duklja broke away from Byzantine rule and stood as an independent Montenegrin kingdom for over a century, until 1186 when it was conquered by their cousins, the Serbs, and later became part of the short-lived Serbian Empire. Serbian rule followed afterwards as well, and then Serbian rule followed after that, and then some different folks filched the region, namely the Venetians and the Ottoman Turks. In the 1500s, we find the foundations of modern independent Montenegro being established, when it was ruled by prince-bishops of the Serbian Orthodox Church, the greatest of whom was Petar II Petrović Njegoš, who fought the Turks, promoted modernization, hoped for union with Serbia, and penned an epic poem called The Mountain Wreath. In 1852, Montenegro became a secular principality, and a few years later scored a massive victory against the Turks in the Battle of Grahovac. It followed this up with yet another victory, and more land was gained. In 1910, Montenegro's prince became king, and more modernization was encouraged. After World War I, Montenegro joined the Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, and became part of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. In 1929, it was renamed the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. This kingdom was not to last very long, and crumbled during World War II, when the Germans and Italians invaded and conquered it. Montenegro fell to Italy. Montenegrin communists took up arms against the invaders, and then groups of anti-communists arose to fight them. It was all a horrible mess, but after Hitler's defeat, Montenegro and all the other South Slav states, except for Bulgaria, united to form the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia under the effective, peaceful leadership of Tito, who nevertheless angered many Serbs by insisting that Montenegrins were their own people and not simply mountain Serbs. When Yugoslavia fell apart in the 1990s and the different states became independent, Montenegro remained joined to Serbia and stayed so until 2006, when a referendum passed in favor of independence. Anyway, though things have been a bit bumpy in recent years, Montenegro today has achieved a very high level of human development and hopes to soon join the European Union, and has already adopted the euro as its currency, and we wish them all the best for the future. So that's it for Montenegro, and that's all from me for now. Bye-bye!